Hello, my name is Dr. Keith Whitten, and I'm in the middle of a Kickstarter campaign trying to raise money to fund the completion of this Monad Calendar Clock Event Manager. That's what you're looking at right here. And while this Kickstarter campaign is active, I'm going to make a bunch of Monad-related videos. And this is my third video on the subject of the Zodiac band. All right, here it is right there. This is the Zodiac band above or outside of the calendar band. This is a calendar band made up of month blocks and day blocks. The Zodiac band is made up of the 12 signs of the Zodiac. Here's Taurus and there's Gemini. Also, it includes the Sun on the ecliptic, this tilted red circle here. And this mid-circle is the celestial equator. So, if you follow what happens here, the sun is always located somewhere on the ecliptic. And here it's moving. At this point, the sun is crossing the celestial equator. And that indicates one of the nodes. And this is the descending equinoctial node, which is the autumn equinox. And it'll keep going to the winter solstice position right there. Look at the Earth's circle of illumination, a lot of darkness compared to daylight. And then the sun starts to ascend back to the spring equinoctial position where the circle of illumination crosses through the axis of the spinning Earth. So this is all easier to see and understand in 3 dimensions. So let's go to Geo mode, pinch the screen to get to Astro, hit the Geo button. And here it is. This is a 3-dimensional celestial ring with the Zodiac band here in 3 dimensions. And we're at the same location we were when we left the 2-dimensional calendar clock face at the spring equinoctial position, which is here's Pisces on one side and Aries on the other side. So let's look inside. Pisces, Aries, the sun in the middle. Here's the ascending, this is the ascending equinoctial spring equinox. And now I want to show the, instead of the signs of the zodiac, I'm going to show the stars and constellations on the inside of this celestial ring. And if you look closely here, you can see here's Pisces and there's Aries. Now, the signs showed Pisces on this side of the sun and Aries on this side. Here's Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. Now, these constellations have precessed away from the nodes over the course of the past 2,000 years. The signs were named after the constellations before people realized that the constellations precess like a gyroscope away from the nodes. So in 2,000 years, if you look at this calendar clock, you'll find that Aquarius will be here, Pisces will be there, and Aries will be even further along here. And the fact is we use the signs because Aries is always the first 30 degrees following this ascending equinox, and the signs are part of the calendar apparatus for measuring the seasonal year. And so let's accelerate forwards in time here and watch what happens. The sun moves along the ecliptic, passing from one constellation to the next through one sign after another. And here it is now approaching the descending or a fall equinoctial node right there. Now, let's go back out here and see what's happening. Now, a lot of astronomers, they are not interested in the signs. But the signs are useful for anyone who is interested in agriculture and the seasonal year in general, which we depend upon for everything that keeps us alive on this planet. So, of course, the sun is not actually orbiting the Earth here. Let me show you what's actually happening here. I'm going to hit the helio button, and this is what's actually happening here. It just looks like the sun is orbiting the Earth from an Earth-centered perspective. I'm adjusting this as it goes around here. But, of course, the sun is fixed at the center of the solar system, and the Earth, along with all the other planets, are orbiting the sun. And if you look carefully here, you can see that the background of the stars is actually fixed, and the Earth is orbiting relative to this fixed background of the stars, and it just appears that the sun is moving against the fixed background of the stars due to our perspective. Now let's go back to geo mode, and from this perspective, the number dial is fixed, and the stars are moving relative to the fixed sun. So this is what Monad has done. I've fixed the sun at 12 or noon. The reason it goes to 13 there once in a while is because of a daylight savings, which I'm not a big fan of, by the way. So anyway, this is all based upon very precise astronomical algorithms done by John Meus, and they're very accurate and based upon heliocentric perspectives. This whole thing is based on modern science, and the fact that it uses the signs is just because the signs are useful when you're measuring the progression of the seasonal year. So, all right, that's what I got to say today about the Zodiac band. I hope you'll check out our Kickstarter campaign. Could use some help so that we can build this Monad event manager. Back to now here, and this was this wedge right here is I'm recording this event page here, a video on the Zodiac band, and I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for your help and support. All right, stop that event.